Wrong ones part ways, right ones find their way. The article I am sharing with you today is titled, Why Women Are Becoming Less Attractive, usually for only one reason. After showering, he is accustomed to sitting at the bedside, smoking a cigarette before sleeping. During this cigarette time, he will look at her sleeping wife. Looking from the soft light, her figure seems a bit relaxed. Tiny wrinkles spread out around her eyes, like cracks on a vase. Recently, there seem to be some new spots on her face. He is somewhat surprised. His wife used to be very beautiful. Why has she suddenly aged now? His wife is becoming less attractive to him, but he can't blame her. He can only blame himself for not being good at grooming, not being ambitious, and not finding a way to keep her heart. After turning off the light, he still lies in bed unable to sleep. At night, he sits in a bar with a new acquaintance, drinking red wine all night. He doesn't like the noisy atmosphere of the bar, but facing that woman, he can't help but be drawn to her. Although she is the same age as his wife, she appears younger and more charming, full of charm. In comparison, his wife seems even more plain. He is busier than usual, and he explains to his wife, "Work hard for another 2 years, and we can move into a big house and drive to work. For the sake of this family." He works hard outside, doing his best to protect this home. A lifetime of marriage, growing old together, traveling together in the future, daydreaming in the sun, gives them something to look forward to. When he expresses these thoughts to her, she absent-mindedly agrees, but he knows she doesn't really think that way. His restlessness is only because of that woman, and he spends time with her, taking her to the amusement park to ride the pirate ship. They embrace tightly, screaming together, and he feels much younger. In the shop, and in the mall's restaurant, they order light and tasteless meals, buy shoes for $500 a pair, and wear low-cut clothes that expose their collarbones. Even the way she flips through fashion magazines seems charming. He thinks he should live with a woman like that, someone with a sense of taste. He starts finding opportunities to confess to his wife, quietly discussing the matter with her. He can't disturb his parents. Divorce is complicated. He suggests meeting at a coffee shop, thinking that a person who only knows how to go home and cook has probably never been to a coffee shop, creating a psychological distance, making him feel disconnected from their life. She agrees, thinking it's a good idea to meet during lunchtime when it's quiet. His wife is happy when she hears about the coffee shop meeting. They have never been to such a place together. He intentionally chooses the best coffee shop in the city. When he arrives, he finds his wife already sitting by the window. She waves to him with a smile. He is puzzled. He thought his wife would be nervous in such a place, but she seems so familiar. She ordered a fruit tea, and the homemade fruit tea in this shop is good. She pours him a cup, adding 2 sugar cubes. He hands him a honey-dipped muffin, the specialty of the shop. He can't find the words to speak. How can his wife seem so unfamiliar, yet so charming? The manager brings 2 plates of snacks. After a brief chat, he learns that his wife came here with friends, and she wrote a beautiful essay that was published in the city's newspaper. Many people read the article and started visiting the coffee shop. Now, his wife's article is displayed on the wall as a promotional poster. He had no idea about all this. His mischievous wife says, "If you take the time to understand me, you'll find that I have many good qualities." Or she points to the scenery outside the window and says, "Isn't it nice? Actually, I called you a few times and wanted to invite you. Don't you like coffee?" He doesn't remember his wife making such calls. Without overthinking, he is sure he must have found excuses to refuse. This is his first time sitting by the window at a coffee shop, similar to the times he went to coffee shops with that woman. Each time, they sat in a corner, immersed in private conversations. Now, it doesn't seem as romantic. He realizes that sitting by the window, quietly enjoying the sunlight and afternoon tea, brings a sense of leisure and relaxation. His wife, sitting across from him, talks about how she spends her lunch break. He listens with fascination, finding new meaning in the things he never knew about. Suddenly, he wants to explore what his wife has become over the years. As he said, "Are there really many qualities about her that I don't know? She is not just a woman with spots and wrinkles." He thought time gave charm to other women, but only gave his wife spots and eye bags. Little did he know that during the days he neglected, his wife also grew into a charming individual. He never gave her the time to showcase herself in front of him. After that woman stopped contacting him for a long time, he thought he would go crazy searching for her. However, he felt relieved instead. He grew tired of cooperating with her romantic pursuits. Such a tasteful woman surely knows about his background. In the end, he delayed bringing up the topic of divorce. It seemed he couldn't find a reason. He was tired, wanting to go home as soon as possible. The first thing he thought of was to pick up his wife from work. His workplace is not far from hers. When his wife sees him at the entrance of her workplace, she warmly takes his hand and leads him forward. She mentions a men's clothing store on sale. Thinking of buying him some clothes, she suggests trying them on slowly. At the men's clothing store, she picks out many items. Initially indifferent to clothing, he decides to go along with it for her. For the years, she wore whatever she bought. This time, picking clothes together. Every piece she liked, she showed him, watching him from the fitting room mirror. Naturally, she arranged him step back to evaluate and said, "You look good in anything." It's an unspoken affection, understood without words. Carrying bags of clothes, they walk home. They meet a housewife he knows on the way, joking about how considerate he is. His wife shyly smiles and laughs, and he follows, also laughing foolishly. His chest feels a bit tight. What's happening to him? He's seeing his wife smile. A sudden feeling of happiness surrounds him, enveloping him quickly. After a while, he quietly changes his phone card. Thankful that he didn't rashly bring up the topic of divorce, he missed many wonderful moments spent with his wife. Now, he wants to give more time to his wife. He wants to familiarize himself with the trivial aspects of her life, things he didn't understand before. He needs time to be spent with her. And when they reminisce about the past one day, these moments will become precious treasures hidden in their memories. His wife doesn't know, but she unintentionally won a battle to defend their marriage. It doesn't matter. As long as he knows, it makes him understand some truths about marriage. The good feelings in a marriage are polished over time. In this world, what can be done without time? Marriage is no exception. It requires spending a lot of time living together in each other's worlds, standing by each other to brew a good marriage. Today's sharing ends here. Thanks to the members for supporting Improve Better Daily. Feel free to leave comments about your feelings. Don't forget to like and share with your friends. Looking forward to meeting you.